Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the international referees. First referee, Mr. Andres Bernardo from Argentina. Second referee, Mr. Ryan from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, now please rise. 女士们、先生们，请起立。Play national anthem and Poland. 奏波兰国歌。Czech Republic, 奏捷克国歌。
It's the second quarterfinal match of the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championships right here at the gorgeous venue in Jiangmen, China. Poland wearing the green uniform, taking on Czech Republic with a white and blue. Hi everybody, thanks for watching our coverage on Volleyball TV. I'm Eric Dipan. Poland is coming off a 5th place finish in the 2023 edition of the tournament, while Czechia finished 10th 2 years ago. Poland is a 3-time gold medalist in the Men's Under-21 World Championships. Finished first in 2017, 2003, and 1997. Meantime, the Czech Republic, their best finish was 3rd place back in '93. Both teams have had numerous appearances already in the Under-21 Men's World Championships. It's the 7th appearance for the white shirts, while the green shirts have been here 13 times. Take a look at the starting lineup of Coach Piotr Graban. He's starting just about everybody who played against Ukraine. Same starters, save for Bibilek, who will come off the bench in favor of Kamil Urbanchik. So it's Bien in the starting lineup, along with Potrikos, Urbanchik, Grizib, Maciejewski, and Gajek in the starting lineup for Poland. Meantime, for coach Michal Nekola, same starting six that won it in 4 sets against Turkey. You've got Kromiec in the starting lineup, along with Svoboda, Wojciech Pittner, Pasternak, Brikta, and Czerny. The Czech Republic had 4 players in double digits in that 4-set win against Turkey. They were led by Tomas Brikta with 18 points in the game. There is Michal Nekola, 55 years old, men's team head coach from 2017 to 2020. He's been coaching since 2012. Well, a former player. Playing years were from 88 to 2006. Meanwhile, Poland, 2 players in double digits in that 4-set win against Ukraine. They're led by Wojciech Gajek, scored 28 huge points. After that 5-set win by the USA against France earlier, which team will join them in the semifinals happening tomorrow? Mate Pasternak, team captain, to serve. And we're off in set number 1, this quarterfinal matchup. And dig by Pasternak. Lefty Brikta with a hit. Kromiec sets it up. Wojciech Pittner with a hit. Both teams playing good floor defense up until that monster block by Jan Czerny. Jan Czerny, one of the best blockers of the tournament. 14 blocks in 6 games for Czerny. That's his first one today. Pasternak with a serve. Picked up by Potrikos. This time around, Czech Republic. Outstanding block at the net. Short pass. And finally a side out as Wojciech Gajek gets the first attack point for Poland. Almost an overpass, and I believe it is. They're going to call an overreach against the center of the Czech Republic. They're going to look. Kromiec reaching beyond. So a 2-point run for Poland to answer the quick 2 points scored by the Czech Republic. And this one way outside. Nice looking serve by Jan Czerny. Off-speed hit for Poland. Popped up by Pasternak. And a net touch against Potrikos. So both teams going on 2-point runs early in the opening set. 20-year-old Jan Czerny coming off a 12-point performance versus Turkey. Off-speed hit lands right on the line. That is Wojciech Gajek, one of the most prolific scorers of Poland, just 19 years old, 57% efficiency. On your screens is Kamil Urbanchik. First start today. Oh, a nice block. Back-to-back points for Wojciech Gajek. Had 14 blocks in 6 games. Second point for Gajek. Service going to be wide for Urbanchik. Head coach Mikel Nekola. Three errors already committed by Poland, only one for the Czech Republic. A really terrible pass there coming from Gryzyn. And the hit is outside. At least 3 attack faults from Poland. And all of a sudden, the Czech Republic back up by 2. Tomáš Brichta with a serve. Yeah, nice one, an ace. First points for Brichta. And the first ace for the Czech Republic. An early timeout for Poland. Staring at a 3-point deficit opening set on this quarter final matchup against the Czech Republic. Well, Coach Piotr Graban, there he is on your screens, 38 years old, former head coach of Ukraine national team. He's been coaching since 2009, considered one of the most successful young coaches in Poland. And he's got his work cut out for him early in this quarterfinal matchup. The serve is out for Brichta. So Wojciech Gajek getting a break. The 6'6" Gajek with a serve. Had 7 aces in the last 6 games. So over an ace a match. Romiec sets it up. Good defense in the back row for Poland. Gajek got it. Wojciech Gajek now with 3 points. Best game for Gajek was the 28 he put up against Ukraine, but he scored over 20 twice so far in the tournament. Little trickler for Gajek, that is popped up by Slaskal. And a hit from Wojciech Pitner for the side out, Czechia. Pitner, his first point of the game. Pitner had 2 aces against Turkey. Good pass by Jurczyk. Easy over coming from Poland. Gromiec sets it up. And a point. Tomáš Brichta puts it away. Brichta, his second point of the game. First attack point for Brichta. And this is the biggest lead for the Czech Republic, up by 3 points, 9 serving 6. Good serve. Short receive. Coming from Jurczyk. Easy over for Poland once again. Gromiec. And down the line for Matej Pasterniak. First point for Pasterniak. Coming off back-to-back games in double digits. 18 against Japan, 14 against Turkey. Much better pass here for Poland. They can set up a good play offensively, but a good save by Svoboda. Although the defense of Poland getting touches, not enough to keep the ball in play, and the run continues for the Czech Republic, up by 5 already. Challenge here by Poland. They're looking for a net touch. So we'll have a break in the play. Meantime, Mate Pasterniak speaking with our first referee, Andres Villarreal. Coach Mikhail Nekola on your screens. Got to review this challenge, a net touch challenge by Poland. Doesn't seem to be a touch. So no net touch committed by Svoboda. So point will remain with the Czech Republic, up by 5, their biggest lead in the opening set. Pittner with another serve. Gajcek is checked at the net. Defense of the Czech Republic holding up. That is block number 3 for Czechia. And they're going to credit Pasterniak for that. 6 points now, the lead of Czechia. Serve is out for the Czech Republic. Pittner goes long. Head coach Piotr Graban got a big task ahead of him. They need to overhaul this deficit, and they need to do it now. Watrikos serving. Short pass. Very nice. That arcing shot coming from Mate Pasterniak, avoiding the blockers and then finding an opening in the back row. Perfect example of how not to hit it hard but still be effective. And 3 points for Pasterniak now. Served by Svoboda. Cross-court hit for Grizib. Pasterniak again. Back row hit, Gajcek, got it. Wojciech Gajek getting the stop for Poland. He's got 4 points. He's got all of the attacks, or attack points so far of Poland. Here's Maciejewski. Kromiec sets it up. Back row hit is good. Wojciech Pittner. Yes. (14-8). Comfortable position for the Czech Republic here in the opening set. Matthias Kromiec serving 13 excellent sets, 1 point in the win against the Czech Republic. The overpass easily punished by Jan Černý. Everything flowing smoothly and going well for the Czech Republic. And Poland now burning their final timeout. This is their biggest deficit, down by 7 points opening set. No more timeouts remaining for Poland, and they haven't even reached the 10-point mark of the opening set. What a tough start for the green shirts. Meanwhile, Matthias Kromiec And the rest of the Czech Republic cruising in this quarterfinal matchup so far. And a nice answer coming from Wojciech Gajek. Well, they've got to string up a series of points here badly. So far, it's only been Gajek scoring all of the points or attack points for Poland. Serve from Bien. And a point for Tomasz Brichta. There's a block touch against Poland. Green shirts unable to mount a run because of this great defensive ability or offensive ability of the Czech Republic. There's a stop. Side out for Poland. As Szpilek, Victor Szpilek, scoring in the middle. But again, another run prevented by their own doing. Service fault coming from Michał Gryzyb. Jan Czerny serving for the Czech Republic, up by 7. And he gets an ace. It dribbles off the net cord and bounces right on the line for Jan Czerny. It's good to be good, but better to be lucky. Czerny with 4 points. That's his first ace of the game. Biggest lead, 8 points now for Czerny and the Czech Republic, who are so far undefeated in the tournament. Meanwhile, Poland, as you see the ace by Czerny, Poland, they're 5-1 in the standings. Their only loss coming against the defending champions, Iran. So they're in a tough pool, Pool B, Poland. Meanwhile, the only team that has given the Czech Republic a run for their money so far is Cuba. It was a 5-setter won by the Czech Republic. And prior to this match, a 4-setter won again by the Czech Republic, this time against Japan. All the other games were 3-setters against Colombia, Brazil, and Bulgaria. 9-point cushion for the Czech Republic. Good up from Czerny. And a monster block. A second one for Poland. Triple block at the net. Is Kamil Urbanchik. Didn't score against Ukraine. Came off the bench in their last game, but a starter today. Serves it into the net. There's just nothing going right. Poland right now unable to get into a rhythm. Still a 9-point game, back to the biggest lead for the Czech Republic. Served by Tomasz Brichta. Well, he returns the favor, but it barely makes a dent on this deficit for Poland. Still an 8-point cushion, 5 points away, Czech Republic, from closing out set number 1. Kromiec sets it up, back row hit. And Pasternak will get the side out for the Czech Republic. Double sub for the Czech Republic as number 4 Adam Vitambas checking in, along with Václav Seidl. That's an ace for Pittner. Now the biggest lead for the Czech Republic at 10 points. Poland absolutely and totally out of sorts here in the opening set, and they've got no more timeouts remaining. 4 aces for the Czech Republic, along with 9 attack points. Meanwhile, no aces for Poland, only 6 attack points. That ball kept alive by Svoboda. Pasternak with a drop attempt, and it's good. Now an 11-point cushion for Czechia. Take a look at that sort of tip push by Pasternak. That service goes out, but tremendous damage already been inflicted by the Czech Republic and against Coach Piotr Graba and Poland. Yeah, that'll not help. Service fault sets the Czech Republic up with 11 set points here in the opening set. An absolute blowout to kick things off in the quarterfinal matchup between these two proud teams in the under-21 men's championships. And why not? The third monster block for Czechia here in the first set gives them the easy win. A walk in the park, coasting from start to finish. The white shirts and the Czech Republic with a huge win against Poland, 25-13, opening set of this quarterfinal matchup of the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championships. Welcome back to the Jiangmen Sports Hall inside the Sports Center, province of Guangdong in China. It seats 8,500 people. I believe we'll see more and more members of the audience as we come to the final stages of the Men's Under-21 World Championships. This tournament started August 21 and will finish on Sunday. 23rd edition of the World Championships, and now includes 24 teams instead of the usual 16. Defending champions Iran. Poland, 5th in the 2023 edition, while the Czech Republic finished in 10th. Poland, they're led by Gajek with 6 points. He has 5 of the 6 attack points of Poland in the first set. Meanwhile, Czech Republic, 5 for Pasternak and Černý. Meanwhile, 3 for Pittner and Brichta, while Svoboda chipping in 1 point. 5 players scored for the Czech Republic, while Poland only 3 players scoring. And that's not a good start if you're Poland. A service fault by Jakub Kiados. His first start, Kiados, after coming off the bench in the playoffs. Good dig for Kromiec. Hit by Brykta. No good. Monster block for Poland. Triple block against Tomasz Brykta. Viktor Szpilek serving. Back-to-back service faults for Poland. Does not bode well, especially after losing by 12 in the first set. Tomasz Brykta, the 19-year-old, averages 20 points per game, returns the favor and sends it into the net. Wojciech Gajek, leading scorer with 6 for Poland. Kromiec. Pittner had to step back for that. Pittner tries again. Got it. Fourth point for Wojciech Pittner. Now Pittner to serve. 1-2 for Bien. Good dig in the back row for Poland. Gajek, yes! So Gajek with 7 points. His first point of the second set right there. Michał Grzyb, coming off his only double-digit performance, 10 points, made up of 3 blocks, 1 ace, and 6 attack points. That was against Ukraine in a 4-set win. Now Pasternak checking with the second referee, Ryan Bunyan. Make sure they're in the right position. 3-all, set number 2. Kromiec sets it up. Pasternak with a drop. Popped up by Alexander Maciejewski. And Poland, again, unsuccessful in getting this over the net. Czech Republic getting some easy points early in set number 2. But the same can be said for Poland. That is service fault number 2 for the Czech Republic. Alexander Maciejewski. Nice serve. Kromiec, tough pickup. Two-handed push for the Czech Republic. Poland on the attack. Yes! Viktor Szpilek off the cross-court hit. Team captain Szpilek. That's his second point of the game. And Matej Pasternak is denied. Poland now with their biggest lead of the match at 2 points. But the serve is out. So back to a 1-point game. Got to cut down on the errors if you're Poland. That's their third service fault. can't afford to give up freebies, especially in a tight contest against the undefeated Czech Republic. Kromiec with a serve. And Gajek with a super spike. Beautiful reverse set by Boise Bien. Open it up. And there's Boise Bien. Open it up for Gajek. Kromiec goes to the middle. Kept alive by Poland. Here come the green shirts. Yes! Victor Szpilek scoring his 4th point. Biggest lead for Poland, now up by 3 points. Huge swing for Brichta. Szpilek with a hit. Beg your pardon, that was Pastrniak for the Czech Republic. Good coverage by both teams. And the drop shot, the adjustment by Mate Pastrniak to get the side out for the Czech Republic and stop this run by Poland. Head coach Michal Nikola on his screens for the Czech Republic. Mate Pastrniak with a serve. Bien sets it up. Oh, a nice push coming from Jakub Kiedos. So Kiedos with point number 3. Back to a 3-point cushion for Poland. That's service fault number 4, though. These errors by Poland allowing the Czech Republic to keep in step. Jan Černý serving, 7-9. Good pass. Jan sets it. Černý pops it up. Two-handed push by Brichta. Oh, nice dig. And that one outside. Yes, it is. Shot went wide for the Czech Republic. It seems like the white shirts have come down from that high they had in the first set. And things have somewhat evened itself out here in set number 2. Poland up by 3. But another service fault. That's number 5 already. So 5 of the 8 points of the Czech Republic have come from errors of Poland. Can you imagine what it'll be like once the offense of the Czech Republic starts picking up, which means Poland has to cut down on these errors. Brichta with a nice serve, overpass. Now a chance to score for the Czech Republic. They go back row. Oh, beautiful dig. Cross-court hit is good. Michal Gryzib with a super spike. Well, Poland, they've been getting the side outs. It's just their serves have been iffy, to say the least. That's a nice corner pocket shot. Gajek gets a good serve in. Brichta got it. Finally, an attack point for Poland. I beg your pardon, for the Czech Republic. They haven't had much of that. Only 3 attack points prior. Nine serving 11. ace by Wojciech Pitner. Back-to-back points now for the Czech Republic. Now if you're Poland, gotta be wary, because you know at some point there's gonna be a run by the white shirts, and they've gotta be ready for that. Chance to tie on the second straight serve for Wojciech Pitner. Bien sets it up. Over to Gajek. Gajek delivers the side out. Good job by the green shirts, keeping the Czech Republic at bay for now. Brichta, huge swing for Tomas. Brichta now with 5. And it's back to a 1-point game. Stepan Svoboda serving. Tough pass. Again, able to get to it. Brichta again. Coverage by the Czech Republic. Brichta, second time in a row, the push. Gajek pops it up. Bien, back to Gajek. Off the block and outside. Poland able to find a way to keep the Czech Republic at bay. Still a 2-point cushion. Not a safe lead, but a cushion. Nevertheless, for the green shirts, who lost by 12 points in the opening set. So much better position for Maciejewski and the rest of the green shirts. This is going to be an off-system play for the white shirts, and they're not even going to make a play out of it. Bad passing in that sequence for the Czech Republic, and it's a 3-point cushion for Poland. Yeah, this is now the biggest lead for the green shirts in the match. I'm guessing in the next point or so, if the Czech Republic doesn't get a timeout or a side out, they're going to get a timeout. Chance ball here for Poland. Gajek got it. I believe there it is. The timeout by the Czech Republic. Gajek in double digits now with 10 for Poland. Well, for the green shirts of Poland, it isn't a full 180 yet, but it's a turnaround nevertheless. They're up by 4 after losing by 12 in the first set. Now, the Czech Republic with 1 timeout remaining. And their passing has been challenged here in set number 2. Alexander Maciejewski, an 18-year-old with a serve, a trickler, and the ace. First point for Maciejewski. Scored 8 points against Poland. That's his best scoring game so far in the tournament. Biggest lead now at 5 for the green shirts. That is service fault number 6 for Poland. So half of the points of the Czech Republic come from errors by Poland. Kromiec steps up to serve. Kromiec tries to chase it down, but to no avail. As Poland prevents Czechia from making a run with this gorgeous side out. Nice lefty swing. at least 10 attack points for Poland. That is their 7th service fault already. But so far, it hasn't really affected them negatively here in the second set, because the Czech Republic just can't seem to capitalize on the free points they're getting. Pasternak, the team captain, with a serve. Ooh. And it doesn't get any worse than that. Service fault number 3 for Czechia. Makes it a 5-point cushion for Poland. And it's the kind of 5-point deficit that just seems hard to overcome for the Czech Republic right now because of their errors. And it also helps the defense of Poland stepping up big time. That's their 3rd monster block of set number 2. And this is now the biggest lead for the green shirts. Up by 6. Much better pass. Britta off the block and outside. Much needed side out for the Czech Republic. But the question is, again, can they string up a series of points? Because that is what it'll take to get back in the set. I mean, erase that 12-point win in the first set, because it doesn't matter how much you win by. I mean, it matters how many sets you win by. Good pass. Two-handed push coming from Victor Špilek. And Britta with back-to-back points. There's a 2-point run. It's been a while since we've seen that from the Czech Republic. Now it's a 4-point game. That's just the 7th attack point for the Czech Republic. Substitution here made by Piotr Graban, head coach, as Bartłomiej Potrikus checks back in. Service fault by Jan Czerny. More substitutions for coach Piotr Graban, as Urbanchik checking in, and Stanislaw Kaczynski checking in for the first time today. A serve by Urbanchik. And nowhere to go. Easily shut down is Tomasz Britta. That is monster block number 4 for Poland. Give that block point. So I believe that's Maciejewski. Timeout here for the Czech Republic, their 2nd and final one of the set. Only 15 points on the board and out of timeouts. The Czech Republic, Poland wearing the green in full control. 4 points away from equalizing in this quarterfinal matchup. Britta got it. Well, Tomasz Britta, so far, the only silver lining for the Czech Republic, he's got 4 points in this set. 8 in total. They need some help. Pittner and Pasternak with 2 each in the second set. Nobody else with any attack point, ace, or block for the Czech Republic. That service outside for Tomasz Britta. And looking to challenge. Might as well. You can tell from Coach Michał Nekola, that's okay, let's just keep at it. Keep playing our game. second of 4 quarterfinal matches today. First one already in the books. USA winning in 5 sets against France earlier today. And, yep, there's the result right there. Serve is outside. Unsuccessful challenge for the Czech Republic. And Adam Vitambas checking in for Tomas Brichta, who will get a rest and get himself ready for set number 3, because this is going to be a long battle. Gajek with a nice looking serve. That off-speed hit easily blocked. Another block, but a net touch. Going to be called against Błażej Bien of Poland. Wojciech Pittner. Pittner with 5. Gajek got it. Wojciech Gajek. 12 points. Scored 6 in the first and 6 in the second set. The only player in double digits for both teams, right on the shoulder of Wojciech Pittner. Meantime, Michał Grzyb set to serve. Substitution here for Poland as Kiedos checks back in for Potrikos. Yeah, drop shot from Stepan Svoboda is good. Adam Vidambas, number 4, the second setter for the Czech Republic, on the floor. Good pass. Little 1-2 for Poland. And a block. Up top, everything going right for Poland. That is block number 5 for them. That puts them at 6 set points here in the first. They'll make that second after losing the first by 12. Maciejewski with a serve. Short pass for the Czech Republic. And off the block, Matej Pasterniak with a side out, saving 1 set point. And there's still 5 more for Poland. Zidl to serve. Václav Zidl. And Tomas Brichta returning for one last push for the white shirts. Good pass. That one outside for Wojciech Gajek. So 2 set points lost by Poland. They still have a huge cushion here, especially at this stage. But Poland will not take it for granted. We'll call a timeout here. Piotr Graban will want to talk things over before it gets out of hand. No timeouts remaining for the Czech Republic. Still 1 timeout left for the green shirts of Poland. They've coughed up 2 set points, and they still have 4. Václav Zidl, coming off a 3-point performance against Turkey. Combination play. And there it is. Wojciech Gajek delivering the winning point for Poland. Gajek, only player in double digits for both teams. The Czech Republic only able to muster 11 points from their players. 20 points, not going to be enough. They lose by 5 in the second set, so we're tied at 1 set apiece going to the third. Well, back inside the Jiangmen Sports Hall in the city of Jiangmen, province of Guangdong, China, for the second of 4 quarterfinal matches to the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championship. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching us on Volleyball TV. I'm Eric Dipan. We're tied at 1 set apiece. The Czech Republic winning by 12 in the first set against Poland, but Poland answering with a 5-point win in set number 2. No player in double digits yet for the Czech Republic. They're led by Pasternak and Brichta with 8 each. Pittner and Czerny with 5 apiece, and Svoboda with a couple of points. Poland, meanwhile, 14 for Gajek, and then Kiedos with 4, along with Szpilek, Gryzib with 2, and Potrikus along with Maciejewski with 1 each. The 5 block points of Poland in the second set was huge. No block points for the Czech Republic. Let's see how they turn it around. Or will Poland continue with their dominance in set number 3? Pasternak serves us off in the third set. Quick answer. Gajek picks up right where he left off. 15 points now for Wojciech Gajek. Coming off his best offensive game in the tournament, 28 points against Ukraine. Served by Szpilek. And it's an ace. Szpilek with his first ace of the game. He's got 5 points already. All of a sudden, reception problems for the Czech Republic. A nice block up top for Poland. Brichta punches it through. Brichta with 9. Jan Czerny with a serve. Back row, got it. Gorgeous swing from Szpilek. No, that was Kiedos, beg your pardon, Jakub Kiedos. Point number 5 for Kiedos. A little trickler for Gajek. Chance ball here for Poland. A nice block Stepan Svoboda with a rejection. Svoboda isn't the tallest middle blocker, only 6'5". Great timing though. Tomas Brichta. Got 9 points. Well, Trickler at the net as well. That is popped up by Bien. Battle at the net. Bien with a touch, but not enough to put it up and over the net. Tied at 3. Set 3. Tomas Brichta has scored in double digits in all of the games of the Czech Republic. Serve is outside. First service fault for the Czech Republic. Served by Michal Gryzib. That's outside. Wojciech Pitner sends it long. The Czech Republic will want to take a look at it. So ball in, ball out challenge for coach Michal Nekola. Czechia, their best finish in the men's under-21 World Championships again, 3rd place back in '93. Of their 7 appearances in this tournament, twice it was as Czechoslovakia and 5 as the Czech Republic. Czechia qualified for the tournament as we take a look at the result. Oh, they're challenging a block touch, not ball in, ball out, so there's no block touch. So an unsuccessful challenge for Michal Nekola. Czechia qualified for the men's under-21 World Championships by finishing 3rd place in last year's men's under-20 Volleyball European Championship. So the point stays with Poland. It is 5-3 now in the 3rd set. So far, 2 errors committed by the Czech Republic here in set number 3. Michal Gryzib with another serve. Through the block. And a side out for the Czech Republic. Pitner with 6. He's got 2 aces already. That is service fault number 2 for the Czech Republic. Alexander Maciejewski with a serve. Nice set. Beautiful set. And Matej Pasternak with his 9th point of the game. Chance to tie on the Stepan Svoboda serve at 5-6 in set number 3. Bien. And a lefty hit from Jakub Kiedos is no good. So an attack error. The first one for Poland. first opponent error in set number 3 allows the Czech Republic to tie the game, 6-all. Back-to-back attack faults for Poland, and just like that, the Czech Republic on a 3-point run from down 4-6, they're now up 7-6. And they didn't have to do much as well. Meantime, Gajek looking to answer. He connects on the cross court. Wojciech Gajek skying high for that. Bien with a serve. Full front line for Poland. Rejection at the net. Monster block for Victor Szpilek, a team captain for Poland. Poland on a 2-point run. Answers to retake the lead. 8-7. Big smile on the face of 19-year-old Bien, starting setter for Poland. Came up with 21 excellent sets in their win against the Ukraine. Kiedos punches it through the triple block. Jakub Kiedos makes it a 3-point run for Poland. That's point number 6 for Kiedos. Unperturbed by the defense at the net from the Czech Republic. There's another block for Poland. A good floor defense by the Czech Republic. And one against, I believe, 4 arms. And still, Pasternak winning. And that joust at the net. So a side out here for the Czech Republic, down by 1. 8 serving 9. Short pass. And a short hit as well, coming from Jakub Kiedos. So 2 errors straight by Poland, and their lead is gone. We're tied at 9. Hotly contested quarterfinal matchup. Macias Kromniats, a 20-year-old, averaging close to 18 excellent sets a game. Victor Szpilek hitting from the middle. Szpilek now with 7. Jakub Kiedos, the youngest player on the court at 18. Good serve. Kromniats off the chest of Jurczyk. And a chance ball here for the Czech Republic. Kromniats one-handed set. And a nice power push. Tomáš Brichta ties the game. 10-all. It's a nip and tuck affair. Set number 3. Very high toss for Pasternak. That didn't go through for Michał Grzyb. Blocked by the Czech Republic. Take a look. Terrific defense. Lichta and Czerny. The Czech Republic up by 1. Off a 2-point run. So both teams swapping 2-point runs of their own. Matej Pasternak. He's got 10 points already. 2 players from the Czech Republic in double digits, Brichta and Pasternak. That is service fault number 3 for the white shirts. Meantime, Victor Szpilek to serve. Gromyets finds Bricta, nowhere to go. 2-point answer for Poland. Half of that 2-point run coming from a service fault by the Czech Republic. Now you see how important these services are. No service faults for Poland yet. 3 already for Poland. I'll make that the Czech Republic. Nice serve, but a good pass here for the Czech Republic. Bricta answers. Bricta now with 12. Coach Nekola on your screens. Czerny with a serve. Lefty push by Michał Grzyb. He's got 4 points already. And a 1-point Poland lead here in set 3. Gajek. It's outside. Just the first service fault for Poland here in set 3. Bricta serving. Oof. Back-to-back service faults for the Czech Republic. That is number 4 already. That has really prevented them from getting some flow. And maybe a more consistent lead here in set number 3. Good answer by Svoboda in the middle, but that's only to tie the game. Svoboda with 5 points already. 14 all. Set 3. Bien. Right off the chin of Bricta. And Pittner unable to keep it alive. 1-point lead for Poland again. It's a seesaw battle here in set 3. Alexander Maciejewski serving. He's got 2 points already and 1 ace. Bricta off the block and outside. Bricta now with 12. Well, both teams seem to have settled down here in set number 3, finding it difficult to pull away. A nice cross-court hit by Bartłomiej Piotrków. Piotrków averaging 9.5 points a game, coming off a 9-point performance against Ukraine. Waze bien. Oof. Service fault number 2 for Poland. Both teams with their fair share of miscues. Poland with 6 attack faults. Meanwhile, Czechia with 4 service faults. A nice push by Gajek. And total errors of both teams have sort of evened itself out. 5 errors apiece so far in set 3 for both teams, which is why nobody's been pulling away. Czech Republic now up by 1. You can tell on the facial expression of Coach Graban. I mean, just finding a way to get his team some sort of a rhythm. That push going outside. Attack fault number 7 for Poland. And the Czech Republic up by 2. Kiedos checking back in for Pontricus. Kromyats serving. Bien sets it up. A push by Gajek. Brichta with a two-handed easy over. Kiedos, it's outside. Hey, there's a block touch. So a side out for Poland to make it a 1-point game. Kiedos with 6 already. This match is his biggest, or his second largest scoring game. He put up 6 against Puerto Rico in their first game of the tournament. Here's Jakub Kiedos with the serve. Poland down by 1. Kromyat sets it up. Brichta. Yes! And Tomas Brichta makes it a 2-point lead for the Czech Republic. He's got 13 already. Mate Pastrňák serving for the white shirts, trying to protect or add to this cushion. Gajek, yes. And Gajek almost looking like he was folding backwards. And that momentum and unleashed like a spring for that hit. Gajek now with 17, the only double-digit scorer for Poland. Meantime, Kamil Urbanczyk checking in to serve for the green shirts. Good serve by Urbanczyk. Combination play. Brichta catches the line. And every single time Poland threatens to within a point, Brichta answers for the Czech Republic. For Brichta, that's going to be point number 14, but there's a challenge first for Coach Piotr Graban. Ball in, ball out on that hit by Brichta. All-important challenge, and the result could sway things in either direction. So the call is ball in. Unsuccessful challenge here for Poland. Meantime, Vitamvas checking in for the Czech Republic, and Jurczyk back in for Urbanczyk for Poland. Here's Vitamvas with a serve. Czech Republic up by 2. Good save by Brichta. Kromyats. Hit by Pittner is good. Pittner making it a 3-point cushion. And a timeout. Poland. This one wasn't even that strong, but just ricocheted off the block and outside like a pinball. Action continues in the quarterfinal matchup between the Czech Republic and Poland. We're tied at 1 set apiece, but right now the white shirts of Czechia up by 3 in the 3rd set. Adam Vitambas, the 20-year-old, with a serve. Gajek with an answer. Now 18 points for Wojciech Gajek. Where will Poland be without Gajek today? Only player in double digits. Meantime, a double sub for Poland as Igor Rybak checks in along with Arthur Becker. So Arthur Becker to serve. He's the second setter for Poland. Kromiec sets it up. An easy kill for Svoboda. Quick side out, Czech Republic. No runs allowed for Poland. It's a 3-point game once again in favor of the white shirts. Leading scorer for the Czech Republic, Brickta with 14, serves it into the net. That is service fault number 5 for Czechia. Meantime, Michał Grzyb serving. Grzyb with 4. Svoboda. Now one nicely dug by Poland. And blocked by Czechia. Coverage in the back row for the white shirts. Back row attack. Got it. Beautiful transition from defense to offense. Matej Pasternak with a kill. Pasternak with 11 points. Got the dig and got the 3rd touch for the finish. And timeout for Poland, their last one of the set. It's not an insurmountable deficit if you're Poland, only down by 3. But both teams, they've never really displayed a huge amount of runs here in the 3rd set with the way they've been swapping side outs and errors. Blase Bien sets it up and a nice block up top. Czech Republic with 4 set points using their defense at the net to put him in this finishing position. Is that on Svoboda or Kromiec? Either way, excellent defense at the net. That's the 4th block point for the Czech Republic. A nice answer. Super spike, Jakub Kiedos. Still 3 set points for the Czech Republic as Alexander Maciejewski warms up to serve. And it's outside. That's all she wrote for Poland. as the Czech Republic bounces back in set number 3 with a 4-point win and are up 2-1 against Poland going to set number 4. Hello and welcome back to the volleyball TV coverage of the quarterfinals of the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championships. That graphic shows you the 2-1 advantage, Czech Republic against Poland, winning the first and the third. Well, so far they've been swapping sets now, so let's see if Poland can answer right back in set number 4 as you take a look at how it's developed so far through 3 sets. Errors have been an issue for Poland. They've got to rectify that going to set number 4. One of the things that Czech Republic, they had it going for them in the third set, where the blocking, and they had fewer errors than their opponents. Czechia, 2-1 advantage. They have 2 players in double digits. Brichta with 14, Pasternak with 11. Meanwhile, Poland, only 1 player still in double digits. It's Wojciech Gajek with 18 points. Kiedos, second leading scorer, only with 8 points. Welcome to our coverage. I'm Eric Pipan. Second of 4 quarterfinal matches. We've got 1 down, USA winning against France in 5 sets. And now, the Czech Republic a set away from a seat in the semis. But not if Poland can help it. Set number 4 is underway. Good defense by Moisin Bien. Bien sets it up. A thunderous hit by Kiedos goes outside. So the first point going to the Czech Republic off another error for Poland. Jan Czerny serving. Czerny, 6 points, has 2 aces already. Good up, coming from Pasternak. That push, getting through 3 defenders. Excellent touch at the net. Hittner somehow found that tiny opening. And a 2-0 start for the Czech Republic. Hittner now with 8. Good coverage on the down the line by Kromniec. Easy over coming from Brichta. That's outside again. Jakub Kiedos with another attack error. That is 2 faults on the attack already for Poland. And a very early timeout here for the green shirts. Down 3-0 in set number 4. So one timeout remaining for Poland. Meanwhile, the Czech Republic on a good run to start set number 4. They've picked up exactly where they left off. Got a good amount of momentum. Kick off set number 4. Good pass. Off-speed hit for Poland. Brichta from the back row. Blocked. Good coverage by the Czech Republic. And a nice block to get them on the board. Poland with their first point of set number 4. That is Wojciech Gajek credited for the block. And he's going to have 19 points already. And that's his 3rd block of the game. A very prolific offensive and defensive player. Gajek is. One-handed set, Kromiec, and a nice answer for Brichta. Outstanding setting by Matthias Kromiec. And Brichta rewarding him with a kill. Well, Brichta now with 15 points. And through the block this time. Jakub Kiedos finally connecting. First attack point for Kiedos in set number 4. After shooting bricks, so to speak, to start off the set. Wojciech Gajek serving a 2-4. That's outside. No, beg your pardon, it's on the line. Wojciech Gajek with his first ace of the game. He's got 20 points. And Poland starting to percolate. Only down by 1 now after trailing by 3. Now this one is out. So service fault number 2 for Poland. They've got 2 attack faults already. A 5-3 lead for the Czech Republic and a 2-1 advantage as well. This is going to be a broken play. Gajek, still finds a way to connect. Exceptional hitting for Wojciech Gajek. Under duress, but still fighting away through 2 defenders. Chance to tie on the Kiedos serve. Gets an ace. That is ace number 2 for Poland, and the game is tied. Deficit erased. Now Poland, after this point, with a golden opportunity to take the lead for the first time in set number 4. Short pass for the Czech Republic. Pasternak, the off-speed hit. Here's a chance ball again for the Czech Republic. Brichta, huge swing and a miss. A monster block. The second one for Poland in set number 4 gives them their first lead. Jakub Kiedos, second straight serve. Another service fault for the green shirts. Svoboda. He's got 6 points, looking for his first ace of the game. Overpass battle at the net, won by Pasternak. Bien sets it up. Gajek. Brichta. There it is. Same swing, different result. 16 points for Brichta. And the Czech Republic on a 2-point run retake the lead 7-6. No aces yet for the Czech Republic here in set 4. Bien. Pasternak pops it up and will get it back. Excellent block at the net. That is block number 3 for Poland. And a substitution as number 9, Viktor Szpilek, checking in for Poland. Oh, another block. Nope. This one goes outside. Pasternak with a side out for the Czech Republic. And they're back on top by 1. This pretty much has kind of flow we saw in set number 3, when both teams just exchanging blows. Full front line for Chromiets and the Czech Republic. Bien sets it up, they go back low. And this one way outside for Wojciech Gajek. 2-point run for the White Shirts. They're now up by 2, 9-7. Wait a minute, a net touch going to be called. That was an excellent save, but there's a net touch against the Czech Republic. So it's a 1-point game again. Score should read 8-9, Poland serving. We're going to sort that out. Officially, it is 8-9 with Poland serving. Bien with a serve. It's outside. That is service fault number 3 for Poland. Well, we mentioned the errors of Poland, how it's hurt them in sets 1 and 3. That's one great answer coming from Michał Grzyb. Grzyb now it's 7. There, finally the score catching up with the action. 9 serving 10, Poland down by 1. Chromiets, and a nice delivery this time. Jan Czerny with the connection. Czerny has been quiet. That's just his 7th point. Czerny scoring only 1 point in the 3rd set after delivering much better performance. 5 points in the 1st set. And another attack fault here for Poland. The Czech Republic getting some freebies to extend their lead to 3. Both teams with 3 attack faults each. But it's Poland with 3 service faults. That's the first one for the Czech Republic. Szpilek serving for Poland. Good pass. That's a perfect pass. And Svobodek knocking it in. Or Svoboda. Stepan Svoboda. A nice point. Svoboda with 7. Tomáš Brichta at a service fault number 2 for the Czech Republic. So that's 3 total errors for Czechia. Meanwhile, Poland with 7 errors. That could be a telling statistic down the stretch in such a close game. Wojciech Gajek serving now. Poland trying to play catch-up here in set 4. That one way outside, but there's a block touch. Wojciech Pittner given the point. A challenge, a block touch challenge by Coach Piotr Graban. So we'll give this a look-see. First referee, Andres Villarreal, while second referee is Ryan Bunyan. Czech Republic up 2-1, winning the first and the third. First wasn't even close, the first set, 25-13, a 12-point win for Czechia. But the second and third, nail-biters, so to speak. Poland winning by 5 in the second, while Czechia winning by 4 in the third. I'm still awaiting the result of the challenge by Coach Graban. So the challenge is successful. The point given up to Poland. It's a 1-point game now. Chance to tie on this serve. And in this rally for Poland. Push by Brichta from the back row. Gajek attacking. Got it. Game is tied at 13. Gajek now with 22. And this time a timeout by the Czech Republic at 13-all, set number 4. All right, both teams with 1 timeout remaining. And we're back at square one. Even Steven at 13. Ooh. Serve way too short from Gajek, hitting the head of Maciejewski. Didn't even make it to the net. That is service fault number 4 for Poland. They've got 8 errors in total. Meanwhile, Czechia only with 4. Gajek through the double block again. Wow, 23 points for Wojciech Gajek. And it's so impressive to see with his leaping ability. Makes contact with the ball almost always as he's landing. Not at the peak of his jump, which is unusual, but effective in his case. 14-all, set 4. And Pasternak getting the side out for the Czech Republic. Pasternak with 13, right behind the 16 of Brichta. Meanwhile, for Poland, 2 players already in double digits. We mentioned Gajek already with 23, Kiedos with 10. Gajek again, blocked this time. Gajek with coverage. An easy over for Poland. And through the double block, Jan Czerny with a couple of points already here in set number 4. His offense picking up once again. He's got 8 points already. Two-point run for the white shirts. That's just outside for Svoboda. Back to a 1-point game. Service fault number 3 for the Czech Republic. Alexander Maciejewski getting ready to serve. Good pass. Brichta, back row, got it. What a huge swing. I mean, one of the most acrobatic swings so far we've seen in the quarterfinals. It's almost like a windmill move for Tomas Brichta. Brichta now with 17. Well, Kromiec serving for the Czech Republic. Gajek. Coverage in the back row by Pittner. Pasternak. That ball kept alive by Jurczyk. Again, Pittner in the back row with coverage. Pasternak looking for a block touch. He got it. 3-point lead. We haven't seen this kind of advantage much in set number 4 because of how close these two teams have been. And the exchanges in the rallies. The timeout for Poland, down by their biggest deficit yet in set number 4. Poland out of timeouts already. They used their first one at 0-3. They were down by 3. And now again at 15-18. Potrick was checking in for Kiedos for Poland as Kromiec looking to add to this 3-point cushion and finish off Poland in set number 4. Short pass. Gajek. Got it. Soaring in again from the back row. It's just so difficult to stop Gajek when he gets ahead of steam. 24 points already. It's like a runaway train when he approaches the net. Boise Bien serving. Bad pass. Pasternak trying to bounce it off the blockers to get a kill. Back-to-back points for Wojciech Gajek. He's got 25 already. And he has single-handedly put his team on his shoulders and gotten them to within 1. Now a chance to tie on this serve by Bien. Brichta off the block. Exactly what they needed to stay above and on top. And this is just a 2-point lead, though, not a safe one by any measure. Pasternak to serve. He's got 14 points, all from attacks. Bien. Dig goes over. Bien sets it up. Now it's Gajek rejected. Gajek tries again. He has the hot hand. Coverage in the back row by Pasternak. Pittner. Got it. 3-point lead restored for the Czech Republic. Pittner with 9 already. Short pass again for green shirts. Well, this time around, Michał Grzyb with a kill. Grzyb with 9. Brichta answers right back, restores a 3-point cushion, 19 for Brichta. Great reverse set. Brichta. Just the help blocker coming in a split second late, giving that opening for Brichta to put it away. Good hit. Bartłomiej Piotrków with the side out for Poland. Piotrków, only his 4th point of the game. Meantime, Urbanchik coming in for Szpilek. Kiedos also back in for Piotrków. Pittner, got it. Pittner with 10. Now 3 players from the Czech Republic in double digits. Huge gap between the blockers. And right now, Czechia in right position, up by 3 points. They can afford that at this point. A little low 5 between Brichta and Coach Nekola. They know they can't afford for the green shirts to get a good pass. Gajek serving. Trickles over the net. Great save. Brichta with a push. Gajek off speed. Yes! What a shot and an adjustment in midair for Gajek, now with 26 points. Gajek coming off a 28-point performance. Poland within 1 and a timeout, the last one for Czechia. Both teams out of timeouts. And a final stretch of what could be the final set if Czechia remains on top all the way to the finish. But Poland on a big run here, powered by that young man. 19-year-old Wojciech Gajek with 26 points. Short pass, Pittner, Brichta, and a block! Offense of Czechia shut down by the triple block at the net. Now game is tied at 22. Break point won by Poland. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a set 4 on our hands. Got to get a good pass here, and it's not for Czechia. Another broken play. In fact, it's an easy over. Chance to take the lead for Poland. Go to Gajek, why not? Ah, it's dug by Brichta nicely. And an answer. Super spike, Matej Pasternak. Just when things were getting too tight for Czechia, he answers with a big kill to put the white shirts on top by 1. Pasternak with 16 points. Substitution here for the white shirts, as Zidl checking in for Kromiec. And the up by Tlaskal. Pasternak attacking, he's rejected. Tlaskal sets it up. And another rejection at the net. Poland, their defense holding up to tie the game. Block number 5 for Poland. And credit Kiedos with the rejection.
接着为请求挑战 net 挑战任务。
There's a net touch challenge, though, by the Czech Republic, so we're going to take a look at this. Meantime, Kiedos, 11 points already, second leading scorer for Poland. This one going down the wire, as expected. After a blowout first set, it's been tight between these two teams since then. So no net touch. Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Nekola. 23 all. Daniel Václav, number 2, checking in for Pittner. And Kromiec back in for Zidl. Kromiec sets it up. Pasternak off the block and outside, and it is match point for Czechia. 24-23. Svoboda to serve. And checking Svoboda's statistics, he has no aces yet. Poland needs a good receive right here. And they do get it. Yes! Side out for Mikhail Gryzib. Match point saved. We're tied at 24. Substitutions, both teams. Urbanchik and Becker checking in for Poland. Meanwhile, for reception, Glasgow checking back in for the Czech Republic. So this is Artur Becker, second time on the court today. Perfect pass. And that left-handed push by Pasternak. There's a call a violation. I think that's beyond the antenna. So Poland with set point. They've scored 2 in a row. My, oh my, how things have turned around. Seven attack faults for Czechia. That might come back to bite them. Fortunately for Czechia, that is the 5th service fault for Poland, and their set point is gone. We're tied at 25. Full front line for Kromiec and the rest of Czechia. Again, sets it. Gajek got it. Gajek with 27. That is a game high. I mean, he can get it through 2 defenders, 3 defenders. How much more with no defender? Second set point for Poland, 26-25. Nice, a foot fault. Waze Bien stepping on the line. Another error erases the second set point of Poland. They've been a little careless with that serve. One was a service fault, the second one was a foot fault. Pasternak also committing an error at match point for Czechia. Let's see if he can make up for it with a nice serve here. Short pass. Block. Coverage by Jurczyk. And that one put through again. Wojciech Gajek now with 28, tying his highest output in these World Championships. Poland, this is set point number 3. Coach Kraban barking out instructions. Good pass. Nice answer from the middle by Jan Černý. Another set point erased, this one by the offense of Czechia. Vitam vás. And Svoboda returning for Czechia. Here's Vitambas to serve. 27 all. Oh, and an ace! What a time for that ace to come. That is, by the way, the first point of Adam Vitambas in the tournament. And it comes to give Czechia their second match point. 28-27. 20-year-old Adam Vitambas. Good defense by Czechia. They can put it away right here. Bricta is rejected. Another monster block. Poland, that's block number 6. And that's been their key here in set number 4. Erasing match points one after another. Kamil Urbanczyk to serve for Poland. Svoboda. This is match point number 3 now for the Czech Republic. Both teams have had set and match points. 3 for Poland. This is the 3rd for Czechia. Big serve coming up for Tomáš Bricta. Bricta, 19 points. He's got 1 ace. This is going to be a broken play for Poland. Save is good. Wow, a chance. Pittner blocked. They put it in the hands of Bricta. And Bricta delivers. Tomáš Bricta, his 20th point of the game. And look at the celebration like they won the championship already. Czechia, 30-28 is the finish in set number 4. And they are psyched, and so is the crowd. Inside the Jiangmen Sports Hall. A stunning win here by the Czech Republic. They have not lost a match so far in the tournament. Going back to the preliminaries, they're 7-0. Meanwhile, Poland taken out of contention and drop out of the quarters. Meanwhile, Czechia are now the second team in the semifinals with this 4-set win against Poland. 2 more quarterfinal matches coming up on Volleyball TV just hours from now. Stay tuned. But thanks for watching. I'm Eric Depan.